We are back at it again here with another video with the Invest for Tomorrow. To all the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all the subscribers, welcome back. All I ask for in return is for you to smash that like button to let me know you watch this video. Helps out the YouTube channel and lets me know you appreciate the time and effort I put into making these videos. So here we are with Shiba Inu. We're going to talk about Shib Coin, and I have some enormous, okay, when I say enormous, I mean gigantic news to share with you guys, okay? This is not speculation. There's an article, and we're going to see it together. We're going to look at the data, and here we have 42 Vision showing strength with Shiba Inu, and this is something you can gain access to, because if Shiba Inu keeps on getting further adoption, this is going to start being traded just like Dogecoin and just like every other crypto eventually, where there will be opportunities. And here with 42 Vision, you can see the dips, you could see the rips. This rip right here alone, from way down here at the bottom of 5 zeros and a 5 and 1 0, it went up 60%. So for those of you that always talk about, you know, Shiba Inu doesn't move much, it tends to move. But we're going to jump into everything here. Let me share with you guys the stocks I mentioned this morning over at the Discord. And if that's something that interests you apart from crypto, you definitely want to check it out if you trade stocks as well. We look for opportunities daily, and we managed to find 2 home runs of 20% plus at their highest points. And we're going to get into all the information here with Shiba Inu. So the home runs of the day were spectacular, even though the stock market was pulling downwards and the S&P 500 index is slightly down in the red. We managed to find 2 home run opportunities that I mentioned this morning over at the Discord. If this is something that interests you, I would like to invite you to join us. Check out the link down below to the Discord. You'll become part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together through the volatility of the market. We try to do this daily. That is the goal. 5 to 10% is a regular day, 10 to 20% is a great day, and 20% plus is a home run. And we managed to find 2 home runs today. So these are the stocks I mentioned this morning. EFTR and GVO were the best performers. GVO turned out to be a consistent uptrend, and we're going to look at that together here. So EFTR happened in a matter of minutes, okay? Just a minute after the bell, it was already up 10-15%, and 3 minutes after the bell, it was up 20%. It got halted, and it took off to a highest point of 40% plus 2 times, okay? This was up here nearly almost 45%. This was already touching 40%. And this happened in less than 30 minutes. And then it gave small jumps even after that big run and pullback of about another 10 to 20%. Now, we have here GVO. We caught this one in the pre-market. It was sitting sideways. I was going to watch how it reacted after the bell, after the big news of who they partnered with, and this one went up to a highest point of 30% plus, and you could see here with 42 Vision how it would show the strength throughout even every little pullback, because on a regular chart these would be red candlesticks that create uncertainty or doubt, right? So with 42 Vision, even if you didn't catch the first run, that little pullback right there would give confidence, right? It gives me confidence to get in and ride it up again. That little pullback, I would hold through it and just continue until a transition would happen. And at this point here, it was up 20% plus, and it hit a highest point of 30% plus on the day, guys. If this is something that interests you, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord. You'll become part of a growing community of investors, and we look forward to having you join us. Let's jump into the charts. So here we are with Shib Coin, Shiba Inu, and if you are a holder, I look forward to seeing your rockets down below, because this news that I'm about to share with you guys is tremendous, okay? Because this has been something that has been in the works. It failed the first time, and it's going for a second attempt, and if it happens, it's one step closer to further adoption and probably one of the biggest catalysts to actually create some credibility to Shib Coin. And I want to see rockets down below, because if you believe this can end up on Robinhood and knock off a few zeros, put the rockets down below. Are you part of the Shib army? Do you own Shiba Inu, and how many do you own, in the comments down below? And don't forget to smash that like button, because this information is big, and I look forward to seeing your guys' thoughts as well on how you feel about this. So Shiba Inu falls with all the other cryptos, right? And a lot of the other cryptos kind of stayed down, while Shiba Inu just kind of came right back up to where it all started. And that is because there's an anticipatory run right now due to the fact of a possible burning, and there's going to be more burns in the future, right? And that's something that a lot of people always ask me, well, how do you think this could reach 1 cent or even 1,000th or 100th of a cent? Well, that is possible because of the fact of burning and further adoption. Those are the two things that are going to create value to Shibcoin, and it's what makes it very different from Dogecoin. There is no burning going on with Dogecoin, and remember, these are supposed to be rivals, and eventually they're both going to be head to head pretty close to each other, and we're going to see how it works out. But right now, Shibcoin is moving upwards. You can see here with 42 Vision, and a lot of people ask themselves, what is 42 Vision? Well, 42 Vision is something you can gain access to by joining a specific tier level over at the Patreon, and it gets you access to everything in that whole entire platform, plus the Discord and the stocks I watch weekly and daily, as well as the indicator itself, and I go ahead and get you set up. But that's for those that are interested in being able to have a better picture, right, or vividness in the charts, like I stated before, to catch the dips and ride the rips. But what's going on with Shiba Inu beyond just going upwards? Well, the first thing is on trending, we've been following this, and on trending, it's nowhere to be found, right? We've said that it got knocked off this whole entire list, and that right there is not exciting. But the fact that it's not on trending and it's moving upwards, this is some natural strength here from Shiba Inu holders. And every time there's further adoption and new holders getting added on. Before, there was about 400,000 the last time I announced it. And the last time I checked in the last week, it's about 600,000. Now let's go to the most visited. Well, the most visited Shiba Inu was way down here in the 20s. Now it's moving up to the 16th. So as this continues to go up, right, it's being visited by a lot of investors. A lot of investors are watching it. They got their eyes on it. It's not trending yet. And how do you catch a dip or something before it takes off? Before it becomes trending, guys. And it's not here. It's not on the list. So that's a big deal. It is being visited, but it's not trending. So it's kind of, you know, behind the scenes right now, moving on its own. And even if it doesn't get trending, there's a lot for it going on moving forward. That is just a whole bunch of positive catalysts of further adoption. One of the biggest things I've talked about since I started talking about Shiba Inu is further adoption. We need further adoption. Further adoption. How does that happen? More people know about it. More platforms start accepting it as a tradable coin. And here we are. Are you guys ready? This is big. So you go over to Coinbase Pro Ads, meme coin Shiba Inu, following on from Dogecoin. So the crypto exchange Coinbase has added Shiba Inu to its Pro exchange, according to an announcement yesterday. Assuming there's enough liquidity, trading will go live today at 9 a.m. Pacific time today. So this is huge. They compare it to obviously Dogecoin. Then they talk about how Dogecoin's a little bit different than Shiba Inu, and we do know about that. But Shiba Inu is going to have burning over time, and then you have obviously Dogecoin growing over time. Like, there is no burning. They just keep adding more to it, basically liquidating its value over time. It'll take years and time for it to lose value pretty quickly, other than just people trading it and stuff. But the supply and demand will affect it over time. And for Shiba Inu, it's the inverse. It's going to be less supply over time, and the demand is supposed to go up as there's further adoption. This is a big move. This right here had been attempted several times. It has been confirmed now, and now we have it on Coinbase Pro. We have it on Webull. We have it on eToro. We have it on other crypto exchanges. Robinhood is next. And then just think about a couple years from now how Dogecoin reacted after getting added to the platform. So if history tends to repeat itself, like they say, we're going to have to see how this works out. I've shared in my previous video how Dogecoin was sitting at the same levels as Shiba Inu at its infancy. This is so new, and it's getting adopted everywhere really quickly. And I've also done the math of how much it would take to become a Shib Coin millionaire, right? A Shiba Inu millionaire. So a Shib millionaire would need, at these current levels with the 5 zeros and a 7, right? You would have to at least invest $700, right? If we divide this in the 5 zeros here, you would have to invest that amount to go ahead and get 100 million coins. And the speculative assumption or hypothetically speaking, that it reaches 1 cent, which is totally possible based off the history of Dogecoin and then the story of Dogecoin and Shiba Inu someday colliding or repeating itself. Well, if it reaches 1 cent, there you have your 1 million. Now, if it doesn't reach 1 cent, it would take a little bit more. Let's just say it doesn't reach 1 cent, but it can reach 1/100th of a cent, which is actually 2 zeros in front of a 1. And that point right there, it would be a little bit different. So what would we need? Well, we would need a little bit more capital. And that doesn't mean you have to jump into this amount of money that fast. As long as you're catching it and keeping it at your average cost at these levels, and it's something that you are willing to lose, because that's the big thing about this. This is not financial advice. This is just me enlightening you guys on the possibilities here. And if something that you feel like you can add to your risk portfolio, you know, something to think about as you see the math yourself. You would get 1 billion tokens, right? So if you go ahead and multiply that by 1/100th of a cent, you get your 1 million, okay? And every time you push it back an extra zero, you would have to multiply by 10 the initial investment, right? So now the number just got even larger, right? That would be 70,000 that would be needed to get to 1 million if you're trying to go ahead and see yourself not at a 1/100th of a cent, but 1,000th of a cent, right? And then you end up with 10 billion coins, and then you go ahead and there you have it. You're going to have your 1,000th of a cent, 1 million, okay? So at these current levels, if 1 cent is possible, if Dogecoin was able to do it, I don't see why Shiba Inu can't reach it someday. Could it take forever? Well, it might feel like that if it takes more than 10 years or if it takes more than 5 years, because that's how long Dogecoin took to even reach 100th of a cent, okay? 100th of a cent, which was 0.001, which is the one where I shared here and I showed you guys on the calculator that you would need at least $7,000 invested at the current levels or at this average cost basis. That is the level where it would take 7,000 for it to reach there when Dogecoin was way back in 2014, 2015, way back here with 5 zeros. So it is something to be aware of. They're competing. They're meant to be not exactly the same, but against each other. And if this further adoption is happening this fast, I mean, Shiba Inu is going to be moving pretty quickly towards some type of adoption and growth over time. But remember, this is a long-term journey and nothing is guaranteed. This is all speculation and based off the history of Dogecoin. And if they compete, I would assume that eventually they're going to go head to head when it comes to who gains more or what the prices are per each. So as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.